let's start at number 9. Another wonderful post from the Twitter account Best of Next Door, which is a social network for neighborhoods. Here we go. More vandalism. This is the second time in a week that someone has put cheese on my car.
Oh,
geez. Someone in this neighborhood is a failure as a parent and raised a piece of garbage that can't respect people's property. I will be filing a report with the police.
Whoa.
Anyone that thought this was funny when this happened last night can just refrain from replying. I will not tolerate your acceptance of disrespect.
Wow. Neighborly day in this
Wow, that's a little harsh.
That's tame compared to my HOA condo thread, believe me.
Right. Why?
Wowie. All right. Number 8, back in the 19th century, a British surgeon named George Merriweather believed leeches could predict the weather.
Oh, yeah.
With a name like George Merriweather, he had to be right? So he built a special machine called the Tempest Prognosticator.
Yep.
He kept 12 leeches in a small bottle, or in separate small bottles inside the device. And when the leeches became agitated by an approaching storm, they attempted to climb out of the bottles. That movement would trigger a bell. The more the bell would ring, the more likely it was that a storm was coming. Around 1850, he asked the government to adopt his method as the official weather method. They declined. But gee, interesting idea.
Yeah. All kinds of interesting things.
Number 7, no God talk today, but we do have more Einstein facts. Did you know that in 1952, Albert Einstein was offered the presidency of Israel? They told him he'd have to move there, but he could still pursue his scientific work. He declined. Also, he was the inspiration for how Yoda looks. Inspired by Einstein, the makeup artist added wrinkles to Yoda's eyes to denote wisdom and intelligence. And there's this. Einstein's brain was illegally removed from his body and then lost for 50 years.
What?
The coroner took the brain without the family's permission. Shortly after Einstein's death in 1955, the coroner studied it, then kept it in 2 mason jars. A journalist tracked it down, and now parts of it are in several museums.
Isn't that nice?
Yeesh.
The Brain Museum.
Wow. All right, number 6. You're looking at the Palais Ideal.
Oh, jeez.
I got it. The
Did ya?
Palais Ideal. It's French, and this one's in France. It's a stunning piece of architecture. But know what's even more stunning about it? It was built entirely out of stones. A postman named Ferdinand Cheval began working on the palace in the late 19th century. He used all the stones picked up on his mail route, and he delivered the mail. And he delivered the mail while pushing a wheelbarrow to collect the stones.
Wow.
It took him 34 years to complete the palace. That's a lot of work.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
Number 5, the makeup artist Kevin Aucoin died too young at 40 years old, but he is considered the best of all time. Here are some celebs he made up to look like other celebs. Can you guess? Can you guess who's on the right in these pictures?
Donny Osmond.
On the left,
Demi Moore.
Audrey Hepburn.
All right.
And who's made up to look like her?
Wait,
I don't
That's
know.
Sean Connery.
I don't know. Who
It's
is that?
Callista Flockhart.
No way.
Never
All right.
heard of her.
Next one, on the left, Elizabeth Taylor. Ooh, I think I
right.
know that one.
On the right,
Tony Randall.
You're the worst.
Producer, you want to tell me?
I don't know.
You're right. It's Winona Ryder.
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
know that
Ryder,
at
okay.
all. All right, last one. On the left,
This is fun, by the way.
Faye Dunaway.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, that's Larry's favorite gal. That's
What?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's exactly who
Oh,
it is.
Larry,
the queen
that's
of
your
goop
gal.
herself.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a stretch then.
wow. The makeup artist couldn't make her smarter, huh? Just
Larry,
a little rude.
she is
She's
a
worth about $1 billion.
billionaire. Yeah, she's laughing her way to the bank.
yeah. Well, I didn't say she was poor. I said she was.
Well, she's smart
Adult.
enough to have a big business.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. There's a house for sale in upstate New York. It's not so much the house itself, it's the closets. They're larger than most people's houses. From the child's room to the his and hers closets, not to mention the bathrooms that are larger than someone's apartment. You can check them out for yourself. The house is selling for around $11 million.
Number 3, I'm not one for carbs, but some people are, and that's why 2021 is the year of the English muffin.
Ah, that's a nice.
Is it really?
At least that's what Good Housekeeping says. But they're right. It's an
Yeah,
oldie
they
but a
are.
goodie, the little black dress of breads, a true classic. In a world of bagels and muffins and avocado toast, there's nothing like the English muffin. All the nooks and crannies, soaking up the butter or the jelly or holding your egg sandwich perfectly in
nice.
place.
He is
Boy,
right.
You're
It's
painting a picture, Larry.
Yeah.
It's
What's-
an overlooked food,
Yeah.
but I've never been disappointed by an English muffin.
You're
I don't
right.
think in my entire life.
Right.
Remember, was it Thomas's? That was their
Yeah.
big selling point, all the nooks and
All the
crannies. And
nooks
my
and
mother was
crannies.
buying the generic English muffins.
Yeah,
Like,
those
"Gee,
are
we
many-
got to have the nooks and crannies just
Yeah.
once, like maybe for Christmas.
Right. They had nooks, but no crannies in them.
That's the problem with the
Or
generic.
crannies and no nooks. You need them
Right,
both.
right.
Well, you're a better man for it,
Yeah.
Larry. You lived through it all. Number 2, we tried out a few of these yummy hacks from last time, and they actually worked. Here are some more from So Yummy. Whoa, what's going on?
Tzatziki?
What?
Oh, wow.
Look at
Wait
that.
a minute.
How you like
How'd that
that?
happen?
I don't know.
Magic.
Look at that. What? Look at the way they slice that cake.
Do that again. Ah, hold on.
What?
Ah, that's a good idea. Well, that seems like a lot of work,
Those
though.
cheese graters are hard to clean. It's not worth the effort.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
That's amazing.
We've been eating cupcakes all wrong all these years.
That's awesome.
All right, number 1, I'm going to show some discipline and
All right.
not use the phrase getting some buzz to set up this next clip. It's
All right.
beekeeper Erica Thompson from Texas. She has a gazillion views for this video of her handling bees without gloves. Have a look.
Bees had been living in this backyard shed for at least 2 years. The landlord wanted to call an exterminator, but the family who lived here wanted to save the bees, so they called me. When I lifted up the floor, I found a huge hive full of gentle bees. The hive was so big that I had to remove another section of floor to access the entire thing. Then I started removing the hive. Whatever I removed from the original hive went right into the new one so that the bees would have everything they need to survive. After I removed all of the comb, I started scooping bees into the new hive. As soon as I put the bees by the new hive, they marched right in. Then a stream of bees began running out from under the floor into the new hive. So I waited and watched to see if I could spot the queen bee in the crowd. After about 15 minutes, she appeared, so I put her in a clip to keep her safe.
Oh, Nelly.
Once the queen was in the new hive, some bees began sending signals to help the other bees find their way home. I left the hive overnight to give every bee time to move in, and by the next morning, the colony was in their new home, and it was another great day of saving the bees.
Well, she's got a nice voice.
She does.
Yeah.
Very soothing.
It was
Yeah.
very soothing.
I don't understand why are those bees not stinging her?
And what's so special about the one queen bee, right? Like you got thousands, they're all
Well,
chasing after one.
Listen,
You're like-
as a bee expert, I could fill you in. I think all of us in the bee community know that bees are docile when they're making honey and when the queen of the colony is content. So if the queen is happy,
Yeah.
right.
you know, but you
how
got to
do
know how to
get
make
into
the queen happy.
How do you get into that royal lineage, right? Like, what if you're not? There's only one queen.
Yeah.
And what if she died there? Is there a succession plan?
Yeah.
What
These are
happens
all
to the
good
rest of
questions.
them?
Listen,
Right.
you're asking me to explain this all to you in just a simple news clip. We can meet after the show. I can tell you how the whole thing works, the lineage and all of it.
All right,
But
listen, it's Friday. Before we go any further and hit that 9 at 9 thing, we've run 2 Einstein stories 2 days in a row. I just looked up. He married his cousin.
Oh, we didn't mention that,
Yeah,
huh?
he married his cousin. Her name is Elsa.
Oh,
You
no
should
kidding.
take a look at her also.
Well, what,
Yeah.